All right, guys, welcome back to Sensei and the People. I got Cray here, and I got Paul.
Hey.
And today we're going to talk about Unwanted Undead Adventurer.
Yes.
So,
I think we actually mentioned this anime as one of the ones in our award show too.
Most anticipated, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it was an interesting name. Interesting name. What's
boy,
so funny?
were we maybe right?
Anticipated.
Wrong?
Yeah, it's a cool name. The artwork looked cool.
The premise seemed cool.
Yeah, what's the premise, Dev?
another isekai. You know?
Is it?
Is it?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess don't go into another world. But it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we have our main character, Renette. Sorry, not Renette.
I think it's Rent.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Rent.
Sorry,
Yeah.
in the sub, Renetto is like what they kept
Oh,
calling
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
So, Rent. You have Rent, who is an adventurer, and this is kind of just a story of him wanting to become a mithril adventurer. So, in the process of being this super nice guy, taking on all lower level quests, he ends up running into a section of the dungeon that hasn't been discovered before, hasn't been mapped out. And lo and behold, this area has I guess a legendary dragon. It really doesn't go into like what the dragons are, but I mean it is a rare monster to kind
A
of.
dragon with human arms.
It did have human arms. It had no head. It was all mouth.
It has all mouth. And
All
wings,
mouth.
angel wings. Really
Yeah,
weird.
It was fluffy too.
Yeah.
So they really don't go into like what this dragon represents or like
Right.
kind of what it is. We just know it's rare. So he gets eaten by this dragon, and lo and behold, he wakes up, and he is now a skeleton.
Yes.
Facts.
So basically, he is starting his life all the way over, as a skeleton, and he is an undead monster, which is where you get the title from.
Right.
So now, after he dies and comes back as a skeleton, he then has to kind of work his way back into being accepted by the outside world or the town that he's in. He also goes to other towns, but yeah, in the world that he's living in.
Because he looks like a skeleton.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
'cause-
skeletons don't
yeah, 'cause
just
he's a
walk around in
skeleton,
villages.
like I
They
said.
don't just go into villages and be
Yeah.
like, hey, what's up? You know,
So
Yeah.
they're not accepted.
in the process of kind of figuring out how to blend in, he realizes that he can upgrade his appearance and his undeadness.
Pretty cool.
Existentially evolved.
Yeah, yeah.
So he ends up upgrading into a ghoul, and then
Uh,
you come to find out later on, even a lower level vampire. But this is basically just the process of him, kind of trying to restart his life, and then also leveling up to try to be more accepted into society.
Yeah.
right.
He's always been like a weak adventurer, like his whole life.
Bronze, which is like the
Bronze.
lowest grade
Yeah.
adventurer,
It's-
but a super nice guy though.
Right.
He's,
Like,
he's so nice.
He's
He's
one
so
of those guys
helpful.
that
Yeah.
takes on like the adventures that nobody wants and like
Right, even
that
the
pay
quests.
that pay no money,
Hey, go
But-
go fetch some water
Oh
for
my
me.
God,
I got you.
He's Moomin Rider.
but they're very
Kind of.
very honorable quests.
Yeah.
Helping out like getting cats out of a tree.
Yeah, he's Moomin
you know?
Rider. Yeah,
Honestly.
good for him. Good for him. He's and like he never seemed, even though he took all the quests and know so much knowledge about stuff, he never got stronger.
Right.
Even though he was like a grown adult.
Right.
Like even when he was young, protecting Lorraine, who we'll get into in a moment.
And he's been training for 20 years.
He has.
20
He
years.
never got stronger, but he gets.
He started at 5. All right, guys.
But he quickly gets stronger as a skeleton.
Right.
To become a ghoul, and then a ghast. He's already stronger than he was as a human when he was a ghoul.
Right.
Which is like, damn. That's kind of like, to me, that's like, damn, bro. My whole life wasn't for.
Right.
Like, fuck.
Like
That's
some
true.
people would say that like solo leveling probably like copied like the premise of this one.
Whoa. I mean,
Hot
technically,
take.
it's done before this one.
Yeah,
Before, I mean, this one's done before solo leveling. I mean,
Was
episode,
I mean, it's 12. It's already out. It's done.
No, that's not how this
What
works.
are you talking about?
The source material was probably not done before Solo, which came out like 2014.
I mean, fact check, guys. Comments, fact check. this.
Comments, let us. TikTok will let us
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
Hearsay.
hearsay.
Cool. What was y'all's favorite moments from this anime? Like, what would you say stuck out? You remember?
probably like around like 6. It starts off and Lorraine is
Lorraine.
She's waking up in bed.
Yeah.
Got her covers on.
Are they sleeping together in that episode?
And no.
No.
And she was like, he's.
Oh yeah.
He's too nice for that.
It's like he's not supposed to be out in the dungeon, you know,
Yeah.
and like.
Yeah.
You know, that was. I mean, that's basically it. Like, there's no importance to it.
What?
But they just showed. But they just showed Lorraine.
What?
I mean,
Like,
that's enough. That's
basically, you know, in the
Like,
nude,
whoa.
kind of.
This
You didn't
anime,
see
this
adult
anime is
skin.
really, really like it does a lot of animation on the girl parts, and like you really care about the girls talking and the
Oh,
girls
yeah.
speaking. Like
Yeah.
it really, even like her love for him, Lorraine's, you could really see that come out. Like you really see that.
Obviously, she gives up her blood for him. Like, of course she loves him.
I kind of wish they would have just made about Lorraine. To be honest.
Well, then if they did that, then it would be a hentai. So I don't think.
My favorite part about this
Yeah.
was there seems to be a big mystery here that they kept kind of teasing about, and I like that aspect. Like, it's not an isekai, it's not a game world, but the labyrinth kind of works like that. Like the the monsters, they level up, they existentially evolve. They can go from a skeleton to a ghoul to a ghast. They can level up.
And they kind of respawn also.
Yeah,
They
I guess so.
respawn-
Okay,
but
I'll give you that one.
But it's not a game world, but it is kind of, and they're trying to figure out what these labyrinths are. So I like that mystery aspect.
There are, I mean, of course, I know this because of game knowledge, but there are stronger versions of monsters. Like there's a reason why they call them lesser vampires and vampire master.
Well,
like,
but,
you know,
but if it wasn't a game world, then the monsters wouldn't be able to evolve to another monster.
like, can't you get stronger? Can't you get stronger?
As
Can't humans get
Well,
stronger?
as people, yeah, but if you're just a monster, why would you evolve to another monster?
Like if I can
there
cast,
wasn't kind of tier
if
system?
I can cast heal once and then keep working on it every day, eventually I'll be able to cast heal multiple
But do
times.
you hear what I'm saying though?
Yes.
Why would a skeleton evolve into a ghoul if there wasn't some kind of tier system of monsters?
I mean, it works at it. Like, what are you talking about?
What? No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No,
If a
I
skeleton,
guess not.
if a skeleton is just a skeleton, it should just stay a skeleton. There shouldn't be another tier above a skeleton if it wasn't a game system. You understand what I'm saying?
No. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with
I
what
don't
you're
agree with
saying.
it, okay.
I don't agree with it. Because if a human, an adventurer, can like learn all these tips and tricks and get smarter and stronger
Why
and
would a
learn different
monster?
levels of magic, because they have to
What do you mean? The
to
monsters don't have-
survive, just like any other
I don't-
person.
I-
We could.
What did you like about it?
Okay, what I liked about it was, other than the game lore and the game mechanics and the women in there, because there's a lot of women, well, a lot of females in there. There's also like some kind of backstory with his divinity, which he gained it from some type of god. He doesn't really say a lesser god or what kind of god it is, but he has a special power that not a lot of people have. He's very, as far as adventurers go, the fact that he could use magic, spirit, and divinity is like super rare.
Yeah.
And he comes across like this person later on in the anime. I think she's a vampire.
The Latour family?
The Latour family.
Laura Latour?
Right, Laura Latour, her minion, and also another woman in the dungeon, the labyrinth, that is probably a vampire too. Maybe her
Oh, yeah.
sister, maybe.
She's an elf, dog. She's an elf,
They're
right?
not elves. Oh my god, they're not.
I mean,
elves.
like
What would you think she was?
Pale skin, red eyes. I mean, she's probably a vampire elf. I don't know.
She doesn't have red eyes.
I mean, like with those ears, like those ears are elf ears.
Those are
Right,
elf
okay.
ears.
I'll give you that.
They are
Yes.
elf ears.
You never seen Nosferatu? Fucking 20 years. Whatever, it's all right. Go
Those
ahead.
are elf ears.
But I mean, at the same time,
Doesn't mean she's
like,
not a vampire.
she could be anything. You know, like who's to say that elves have to have pointy ears? You
That's,
know?
I mean,
It's
fine.
true.
I really liked also the magic items too. In the show with the magic items, like with the mask that could
Oh
you know,
yeah,
cut
yeah.
itself.
That's cool. That was cool.
The acacia map that could track everywhere you've been. There was some really cool, like even the little stupid little remote control airship.
Oh yeah.
That I was like so mad that he took. I was so mad he took
Why?
that.
Because like
Why?
he can
Yeah.
also use that.
Yeah.
Because
in, like, the
well,
labyrinth.
well, here's why. Because he was looking at the vampire blood.
He got
then-
both, right?
He got both because she gifted him the vampire blood. But it's like you were looking at the vampire blood. The next scene we see was playing with the little stupid toy, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
I'm so happy he got the vampire
Like
blood.
when they kind of funny though, like
It was-
like the
yeah.
kid because
It was funny.
they had said like
Like, you wouldn't
oh
get
the,
that?
the kid in
No.
me wants to get the
Yes,
blimp.
That's why I was
Right.
like, come on. What?
Right. But
He still got the vampire blood.
back to my favorite part. I thought it was interesting that this is a young girl from an old family, a little girl. Does she seem like she ages at all? You think she's probably the main vampire chick?
Yeah. Now that we're
And-
talking about it, it makes more sense.
Right. So
She's a vampire.
I think that's her blood. She vialed her blood. He's probably gonna be maybe I'm not gonna say her minion, but I think that's where it's going, which is the only reason why I really like. I think that saved
No.
this anime. We'll get to that. This saved this anime to me because it has a good bones for a good plot. Because eventually he's gonna have to figure out whose blood it is. Because everybody knows that vampires have like masters, and if you're a lesser vampire, you're gonna have to answer to somebody. And I think she is that somebody, or it's the other lady, the tall one.
Oh, now you want to follow what everybody knows, but you don't want to follow the fucking my shit earlier, huh? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
All right.
Okay.
So that's what I like about this anime. That there's good bones in there that have to involve vampires. I'm transitioning into my gripe. I hate that it happens so late.
On to the gripes. Okay.
I mean, where are we going?
Now you're cool. Start it off. Episode 11 and 12. It got interesting. That's pretty a gripe.
Much.
That's a gripe.
I mean, pretty much 11, 12 is where
That's
the
a
main
gripe.
story came in. So.
Dev, can you refute that?
Yeah. So like, the rest of it is like starting the journey and starting the story.
Woo!
You know.
Huh, I thought that's the story started at the beginning.
How can you have gripe about that and then Gundam?
Oh no, that's him.
I gave it a 5. We're not doing this right
No.
I gave him a 5.
But the story didn't even start until like way later on.
That was huge.
And like you have nothing but praise for Gundam.
True.
No, go
True.
watch our review that's not out yet. Okay. Actually,
you don't have a leg to stand on.
Now I have to put out Gundam before this, Devin. Thanks a lot.
I mean,
now he's gotta work.
Because now,
someone say you should have already put it out, but you know.
But anyways, though, so like you kind of before 11 and 12, you get like his personality.
Mhm.
You know, you get the journey of him.
Yeah, 1 through 10. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the journey of him. You know, helping the little girl, the orphan,
And the other little girl, and the other.
and then
little girl,
also helping out people in the dungeon.
True.
Helping the adventurers also get to bronze. You get like his personality and like who he is.
What personality?
And his personality of being the nice guy
that's
who
personality.
helps everybody out and like doesn't matter if he has to go out of his way. That's who he is.
Being a nice person is a personality, Cray.
That we got that for 10 episodes, and it was so slow.
I'll
it
give
was
you that.
so slow
I will give
seeing
you
that,
that.
man. Like, we
I'll
get
give
it,
you
you're
that.
nice by episode 4.
I'll give you
Episode
that
5,
one.
we get it, you're nice. Episode 6, dude,
I'll give
you're
you
nice, cool. Episode 7, dude, you're still nice, we get it.
But they're also explaining the world the whole time.
What? The world?
Yeah, the labyrinth, and then also like the power system.
What power system?
Yeah, no,
The
there
power
is a power system. I
Okay,
talked
okay.
about
With the divinity and the magic fusion,
spirit and the magic. Yeah,
that
right,
was
right,
cool.
Right.
They did that for like 1 episode, though.
Eh.
They did that for 1 episode. They showed us about that.
His divinity obviously kills monsters that are like resistant to magic and spirit.
Okay,
so.
to refute Devin, what
And
Devin
you
just
also
said.
learn about the guild.
True.
Like there's so many things in this world that you learn about.
Okay.
True.
Here's my problem. The pace was super slow,
Yes.
and I really felt like, we get it, dog. You're nice,
Yes.
but you had nothing. They focused so much on this Unwanted Undead Adventurer, and the title was such a misleading title. He was not unwanted by anyone. He thought he was unwanted in his own damn mind.
That's true.
He was not unwanted by anyone. Everybody loved him.
Everybody
loved him.
Take his mask off, and then what would they say?
He's so insecure. They should have called it the Insecure Undead Adventurer, dog, because he was so insecure. He was not unwanted by anybody. Everybody loved him. Everybody was like, I felt so bad for him. The one Swordmaster guy, the guild girl. I know it's really rent, but I'm not gonna say anything until 3 episodes later.
He's a blacksmith.
Cool, dude. I don't know. It was the pace was so slow. It really ticked me up, and it felt like they didn't know what they wanted to do with the story, because they kept showing him wanting to. Okay, his whole purpose was to become a vampire so he can look more like other people.
More like a human, yeah.
More like a human. He wanted
Right.
to become a vampire.
Right.
But throughout that, he would like help somebody, and then they have. Okay, remember when they say the skeleton boss? The skeleton boss.
Yeah.
He had the guy go in there with the
He's
skeleton boss.
helping the cook, the chef.
The skeleton
yeah,
boss
yeah.
got beat like that.
Well,
There was nothing to that, and then he went right into the room with the elf.
Not really.
What did they want to have a story about adventurer? Because he's an undead adventurer, or do they want to do a story about him being nice to everybody?
I mean,
I'll get ticked off with that.
Aren't your adventures all like your encounters and like who you meet on the way and the monsters you defeat? and
I
the
think
ways
there
you
wasn't
defeat
enough
them?
fighting.
There was plenty of fighting.
I think there wasn't enough fighting.
Yeah, there was.
There's fighting.
I think there wasn't enough.
How did he not? How did he evolve so many times if
Right.
there wasn't enough fighting? That's
He would beat a monster and then it'd be done and be back to talking. I felt like there wasn't enough fighting. I wanted more of the dragon, dude. Give me more dragon lore.
I will give you the fact that it was slower than what I would have.
And the stuff
liked.
wasn't as interesting. It wasn't that interesting to me.
To you,
yeah,
To
to
me.
you.
which
To
is the
me.
whole thing. This
wasn't
is
interesting.
this is your
It's subjective.
very huge gripe.
It's subjective. It wasn't. they've put so much focus on Rint, and he wasn't an interesting character to watch for 12 episodes.
To you.
Yeah, for me.
Right.
So like he defeated the Lord of the Lake, which ended up becoming some bandits.
Right,
The
true.
big skeleton.
True.
Um,
Humans, which humans are bad also.
yeah, the first 3 episodes like nothing but defeating skeletons, ghouls, slimes.
Right,
Mhm.
right. Stacking money.
So I mean, there was a lot of
He fought
of
that
fights in here.
the swamp goblins.
Yeah,
He fought the wyvern.
Maybe I'm meaning more of the time spent with the fight, because the fights aren't even memorable to me. Like, I'm having trouble remembering the damn Lord of the Lake fight and I have it written down.
You have a bad memory though. That's
No,
just-
I can remember anime shit. I recite anime shit
well,
if it interests me.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
What do
what
you
was
think?
your
There we go.
my gripe would
Damn it,
be
wait.
I mean, we. Go ahead, Devin. Sorry.
my gripe would be that unfortunately it's probably some of like what Cray had.
Yes.
Cray, we didn't get to see like the extent of his power. I feel like all the way.
Right.
He's becoming this super strong. He tells the little horse carriage guy, I'm a mithril.
He tells
Oh
him
yeah,
that?
yeah. He lied to him.
He did, yeah. But
Well, for good reason, because he killed a wyvern by himself when you're supposed to be able to go in a group and do that,
Gotcha.
and they still
That's what I
run
remember
after
that.
the fact. So sorry.
so I just wish they would have showcased his power more because I feel like I feel like he's a badass already,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
that in a lot of these fights, it's like he's using. I guess it's kind of like he's ending them really fast. And I mean, some could say like he's using his brain. Oh, I'm gonna put all my attack in here because I can't, because this is the only option that I have. But at that point, I just wish I could see more of just
Fights, like I said.
no, not like you said. It's different because he fought a lot. But I just wish I don't know. I just wish I
Showcasing
could
of his
showcase
skills?
more of his
Yeah,
skills.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I mean.
I
when say
agree with that.
fights.
Yeah,
And that's why I brought that up at the end, that he turned to a vampire, but yet you didn't even see any of it. Like, oh, he has wings. That's about it. Maybe he could fly, but there's no like, oh, I can hear something from miles away or whatever, or show the backstory of the wolf that killed his friend and family, and not even have like him use his new power to kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's only really the main thing that I hated about it. Like really like bad.
Just real quick, so also in like 11 and 12, you kind of get his backstory and why
Right.
he wanted to become an adventurer in the first place.
True.
I wish that they would have put that more to the front.
Or in the middle, at least.
Yeah, it would have felt like he would have had more of a purpose of being in the labyrinth and taking on these quests. It just when you finally realize why he wants to become an adventurer, I feel like that's kind of when you're starting to get on board. And it would have been nice if they would have done that before, so that way I was on board sooner
Right.
That's fair.
than the end of the anime season.
Fair characters.
I mean,
Lorraine?
Lorraine.
Like
Lorraine?
Lorraine?
Everybody loves Lorraine. Lorraine
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
one.
You have to
There's
watch.
a lot to love.
Yeah,
There's
a
lot
lot.
to love.
Lorraine's the
Two
one.
main reasons, though.
Lorraine's like the one.
She takes care of him.
She did.
You know?
Well,
she was really funny.
I mean,
and she was
he
like,
cooks and cleans and takes care of her, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but
But
no,
she
took care
also
of him. She
yeah
took
she
care of him.
also like looks out for him, like gave her blood.
right.
She made the soup, put her blood in
That's
it.
hot. Yeah.
Also, like kind of like researched like the things that
True.
it was evolving into,
True.
and
took
you know.
tests of his body naked, off screen. I think.
She's, no,
Off
well,
screen.
yeah. She
Off
take
screen.
her for clothes. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all of us, Lorraine. Let's go ahead and rate this thing, and I'll go
Yeah.
first. Okay, so I'm putting it through my grinder of a rating system.
Right.
I'm giving this thing
Biased.
I'm giving this thing a high 4.5.
Ew,
high
no.
4.
So it's
High 4.
worse than Gundam?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, yeah, your
Well,
opinion. Go ahead. No.
Do you want to know? Here's why.
No,
I-
your
I-
opinion is invalid anyway.
No,
but
it's
go
not.
ahead.
Here's-
Go
It
ahead.
is,
why.
dude. It is.
I gave the
You're
animation.
everywhere.
Go
I
ahead.
gave the animation quality a 10.
Right.
You know, it wasn't crazy good, but it was good. It was fine.
Better than Gundam, yeah.
Sure. I gave Gundam a bad animation quality too.
Go ahead.
We haven't reviewed animation Gundam in the real world yet.
You
Okay,
gave it a
It hasn't
5.
dropped yet. 10 animation quality. Plot cohesion, I gave it a 7 because there was no plot to me. The plot was at the very end and it was really pissed me off the whole way
It's
through.
more together than Gundam. Go ahead.
Characterization, I gave it a 10 because it was like, Lorraine really, the girls really saved it. I gave it a 10. I hated Rent. So 10, 10, 7, that's 27. And then I gave the world building a 20 because I really like what they were doing with the labyrinth, with the magic items, where they were going with the whole turning head to become the essential evolving. I like the whole world building and setting they gave me. 20.
This is why we don't use your ranking system.
47 is what I gave it. High 4.
This is why we don't use your ranking system.
Don't use it. What do you give it?
Me, I'm gonna give it. It was mid. This was midweek. Even Devin said that. But for mid, but for a mid anime that has like tropes that we usually see, kinda, it was unique. I appreciate that, him being undead and everything. I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
I mean, it's alright.
You gonna recommend this anime to watch to people?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, it was wholesome. He was a nice character.
Above 5 is.
I mean, it was better than Gundam, so I'm gonna give it that already. So it was better than Gundam, but yeah,
above 5 would be recommended. I think like around when you get to like 6 or 7, yeah, that's when you'd recommend it.
I liked it.
So,
I'd recommend it.
There's bones in there, dude. Like, there's gonna be like, I hope the next season comes out and they take care of the whole vampire thing and him actually using his powers. I can't wait to see it.
So I guess that leaves me.
Yep.
Now this was my anime, so it automatically gets that bump. So
facts.
So I'm gonna go ahead and there's no way this anime was worse than Gundam. No way.
That's gonna be crazy if y'all rate everything like that. I'm just saying.
No way.
No way possible. Like if
y'all
you
give Gundam like a 4 and a 3, I think. So
he gave it a 3. I gave it a 4.
Okay, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
So I gave it a 5.5. So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really low.
So this is gonna be a 5.5 for me.
I mean, it's alright.
It was fun. Like it has its moments. It was fun. It was like real chill of an anime. It didn't feel like it was like ever like super serious. It kept things light. There was every once in a while, they made jokes and everything.
Right.
It seems like an anime that would be good to watch like leisurely and probably not binge it.
Yeah.
But I just wish that I would have got the plot sooner. The characters, I do like the characters, despite what Cray thinks. So all in all, yeah, it's for me, it's a 5.5.
If someone was just starting anime, I would probably like, hey, like start with this one. It's not that bad. 12 episodes. It's not really like too crazy or anything like that. If you're into like barely getting into anime, it's not too much. It's not too much.
It'd be. I mean,
It's an appetizer.
It would be a nice beginner anime. I feel like.
Yeah.
So.
Cray?
No, guys, we are some of the people. Guys, I hope you enjoyed our review of Unwanted Undead Adventurer, one of our most anticipated to see. Tell us what you think in the comments and like it if you like it, and we're out of here.
Roast them.